Welcome back, everybody, to Rasputin Gaming Presents. This is our Deus Ex Human Revolution Platinum Trophy playthrough and guide. You can see we're still at the continue menu from where we were last time. This is going to be a short video, but it'll have some key information in to wind up with some trophies later on, so it's probably one you don't want to miss. Again, thank you for following along with us. Feel free to friend and follow us on Twitch. Appreciated having you along and getting your notifications for when I go live. You can join in chat and we can talk about the game as I'm playing or other games as you may want. Also, if you're on YouTube, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's much appreciated. So here we are. We had landed and if you remember from last time, we have two choices. We need to talk to Seraph and talk to Pritchard. So we need to talk to Pritchard first. So we need to go upstairs and talk to him.
We need everyone on high alert. It's not only the pro-Augs who might want to get a Taggart, but the ones against them too.
You're saying that pro-human activists might see this business as treachery? Just say it.
Oh, my bad. Is he? Yeah, he's down one level. Or where we came. It's where we came in. There his office is.
Just kicked me out of his office saying he didn't have time for staff reports. Never seen Frank this
Frank
way.
Pritchard.
A security breach of this magnitude? It's like our entire network past the fire. I don't know. All of them are ouch. A secret prison camp hidden in Highland Park? You've got to be kidding me.
That's what Will was saying. He heard Frank talking to David about it.
Oh, and Wheel is
Oh, what are we showing still? Oh, cloak and daggers. Yeah.
You know, he listens to
We need to meet Pritchard in our office. So I was right to go upstairs to start with. Because we're the security manager.
meaning what?
What do you want? As much as I hate to admit it, I need your help. That signal you shut down in DRB territory. It's been active for almost a year.
You're telling me someone outside this company has had access to our network since before the first attack?
I've detected intrusions before and shut them down swiftly every time. But whoever designed this particular algorithm is good. Very good.
You've told Seraph?
See, here's the thing. The intrusions were possible because of a backdoor access into our security system that I never even knew existed.
The one Sanders' team used to get inside our plant.
I've worked here for 7 years, Jensen, and this is the first time I've seen that particular access route. David Sarif created it specifically to bypass the firewall. He's hiding something, and I think you should find out what it is.
Why me?
Because, as far as I can tell, Sarif created that access and was streaming a lot of data through it shortly after your ex-girlfriend suggested he hire you.
So there we go. Now we need to talk about to Seraph. And you can see we have got another 1,000 experience points. Good for us. Hit the elevator. Get inside the door. And up we go to Seraph's office. First we're going to get ambushed by Taggart, so we'll need to talk to him. And then move along. And I'll show you how you can work on a trophy here. So we'll need to talk to Pritchard first. So we need to go upstairs and talk to Pritchard. So we need to talk to Pritchard first. So we need to go upstairs and talk to Pritchard. So we need to go upstairs and talk to Pritchard. So we need to go upstairs and talk to Pritchard. So we need to go upstairs and talk to Pritchard. So we need to go upstairs and talk to Pritchard. So we need to go upstairs and talk to Pritchard. So we need to go upstairs and talk to Pritchard. So we need to go upstairs and talk to Pritchard. So we need to go upstairs and talk to Pritchard. So we need to go upstairs and talk to Pritchard. So we need to go upstairs and talk to Pritchard. So we need to go upstairs and talk to Pritchard. So we need to go upstairs and talk to Pritchard. So we need to go upstairs and talk to Pritchard. So we need to go upstairs and talk to Pritchard. So we need to go upstairs and talk to Pritchard. So we need to go upstairs and
Excuse me.
Mr. Jensen, isn't it?
Sir, you have that charity dinner?
In a moment, Isaiah. I was hoping I might run into you, Mr. Jensen. Bill Taggart.
The founder of the Humanity Front. I know who you are.
Yes, I imagine you do. As David Sarris' top security man, I imagine you have quite the file on me. But I assure you, Mr. Jensen, I am devastated by recent events.
Really?
I do not support what you and your company are doing to mankind. I believe it's extremely dangerous. But abolishing human enhancement technologies will only be achieved through legal means.
I'll keep that in mind.
This is your first day back since the accident 6 months ago, isn't it?
Sir, we have to go.
What happened to me was no accident.
Ah, my mistake. But it must have been stressful facing down a second incident so soon. I imagine it brought back all kinds of unpleasant memories.
I appreciate your concern, Mr. Taggart, but it was nothing I couldn't handle.
I'm a psychologist, Mr. Jensen. I know when a man is hiding behind words. The flesh may heal, but the mind is not always so resilient. You might want to keep that in mind. Now, if you'll be so kind as to excuse me.
I'm curious about something, Mr. Taggart. What is it you hope to accomplish by coming here tonight?
I would think that would be obvious. Your company has been viciously targeted. The violence and bloodshed that's occurred, it must be stopped. But I'm afraid it won't be until men of wisdom and understanding come to an agreement.
About what?
About the future, Mr. Jensen. This enhancement technology threatens to change the course of human evolution, to redefine what it even means to be human. You think governments can afford to let that go unregulated?
You can't stop progress, Mr. Taggart.
Perhaps not. But neither can we afford to sit by and watch it happen on its own. Not when we have the ability, the collective will, and foresight to influence it.
I see. Thank you for illuminating me.
Anytime.
Okay, quick note, it doesn't really matter which of those responses you pick with him. But Taggart, any two will do. The key is right here. You want to make a save before you start talking to Seraph, in case you make a mistake and don't get the trophy that we're about to pop. You can redo the conversation.
Boss, we need to talk.
Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. Did you set up a private access route to bypass the company firewall right before you hired me?
What?
Pritchard said someone's been using it to access our system since before the first attack. The security measures he and I set in place never stopped them because we didn't even know the loophole existed.
Ah, I see. Frank's fixed that, though, right?
He has now, but he's wondering why you never mentioned it.
Frank's paranoid, Adam. You know that. Can a busy man forget things once in a while?
You streamed an awful lot of data through that portal, boss. Right before you brought me on board. Pritchard may be paranoid, but I gotta admit, I'm wondering what was in it too.
Yeah, as an ex-cop, I guess you would. But the important thing is you found the hole and plugged it. We're secure now. And the information you uncovered in that FEMA facility may actually help us track these guys. So let's just stay focused on what's important.
I want to, believe me. I want to catch these guys as badly as you do. But that breach is responsible for every security crisis we've had, including today's. If you want me to stop these guys, I need to know what kind of data they've had access to.
You're right, you're right. I'm sorry if I seem evasive. But there's something you're not getting here, Adam. Business is war, with no clear battleground and no rules to keep our enemies honest. In this company, I'm the commander-in-chief, and I have to be ready for anything, and I will do anything to ensure that I am. Now, I hired you because I needed a general I could trust, one who knows how to obey orders.
So I didn't mention it before, but each you get these three choices. Each time you want to pick the refocus option. Okay, so it's going to be 3 times, I believe, and then you should get the trophy.
Boss, I think we're getting sidetracked here. If you want me to win this war for you, I need to know how badly we've been compromised. I need to know what was in that data stream, in case our enemies accessed it.
No, Adam. I am not getting sidetracked. I'm trying to give you a message, but apparently you can't take a hint. I'm sorry to have to break this to you, but frankly, there are a lot of things going on in this company that I can't share with you. Things that are above your pay grade. I like to think of us all as a team, but in the end, I decide who gets trusted with what. This is just one of those times when you'll have to do your job regardless. Megan told me you could handle that when she asked me to hire you. Now prove it to me.
So refocus again.
Megan? Boss, what does Megan have to do with any of this? I thought we were discussing a security breach.
No, Adam. You were discussing it. I just told you it's time to move on. Megan was a valuable asset, Adam, in more ways than one. If she pointed me in a direction, I followed up on it. Now, if the data I stream goes public, it's likely to get embarrassing, but that's all. And it's the kind of embarrassment the shareholders pay me to deal with. So I don't need you wasting your time getting sidetracked. You understand?
And refocus again.
I would like nothing better than to trust you with this, boss. But trust is a two-way street, and the way you've handled this entire conversation so far makes me think that it's you who isn't trusting me. Why, boss? What is it you're so afraid to tell me?
I'm not afraid to tell you anything, Adam. But neither will I be treated like some two-bit suspect you've just hauled in off the street. You're not a cop anymore. You work for me. Try not to forget that. Are we done here? Because we still have to discuss our next move. Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to Henshaw Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay. That doesn't...
Look at...
The thought...
Yeah, well...
Sure.
It's never...
Like who?
I'm hoping...
Okay, so we didn't pop the trophy, so we're going to have to reload. I'll wait for this autosave to get scrolling. And we'll have to try this one again. Which is why we saved it. Because you have to win the argument with him to pop the trophy. Okay, so let's try again here.
Boss, we need to talk.
Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. Did you set up a private access route to bypass the company firewall right before you hired me?
I what?
Pritchard said someone's been using it to access our system since before the first attack. The security measures he and I set in place never stopped them because we didn't even know the loophole existed.
Oh, I see. Frank's fixed that, though, right?
He has now, but he's wondering why you never mentioned it.
Frank's paranoid, Adam. You know that. Can a busy man forget things once in a while?
You streamed an awful lot of data through that portal, boss. Right before you brought me on board. Pritchard may be paranoid, but I gotta admit, I'm wondering what was in it too.
Yeah, as an ex-cop, I guess you would. But the important thing is you found the hole and plugged it. We're secure now. And the information you uncovered in that FEMA facility may actually help us track these guys. So let's just stay focused on what's important.
Okay, so we're going to try something a little bit different here. We're going to do 2 refocuses. On the third choice, we're going to defend, and on the first choice, we're going to refocus. So there is some randomness to whether you can, the choices you need to win this one. So let's get started with this.
I want to, believe me. I want to catch these guys as badly as you do. But that breach is responsible for every security crisis we've had, including today's. If you want me to stop these guys, I need to know what kind of data they've had access to.
You're right, you're right. I'm sorry if I seem evasive. But you can't expect me to tell you every detail of this company's operations every single day. We're at war here, and it's your job to protect us from enemies who try to take us down. You should have found that loophole without my having to tell you about it. You know, Frank wanted me to hire experts, an outside security firm to protect us, but you convinced me you could do it. Are you saying you were wrong?
Boss, I think we're getting sidetracked here. If you want me to win this war for you, I need to know how badly we've been compromised. I need to know what was in that data stream, in case our enemies accessed it.
I see. I suppose they might have tried to do that. Look, I'm not going to share every single detail of this data with you. As CEO of this company, there are things I can't release, even to you, Frank, or Athena. I consider us all a team here, but we each have our own roles to fill. I decide who gets trusted with what, and in this case, you're just going to have to do your job without knowing all the facts. Megan said you could roll with the punches. Proof she was right.
So you see we're getting a little bit different responses here, so we'll see how this is going. We'll try again. Unfortunately, we got to work our way through all
With
the
all due
choices
respect, sir,
and all the
I am
talking.
trying to do my job. The job you hired me to do. The job you even brought me back in for tonight. But it feels like you're getting in the way. Especially when you start bringing Megan into this.
I wasn't trying to... Look, I don't want us getting upset over this. The data you're so nervous about is little more than a bunch of routine, fact-finding reports, the kind of stuff I deal with every day. Megan pointed me in a direction and I followed up on it, that's all. And now that I've shared this much with you, I have to ask how your knowing the fine details will keep the rest of us any more secure. Can't you trust me to take care of things from here?
I would like nothing better than to trust you with this, boss. But trust is a two-way street, and the way you've handled this entire conversation so far makes me think that it's you who isn't trusting me. Why, boss? What is it you're so afraid to tell me?
Adam, of course I trust you, son. And it's not that I'm afraid to tell you the truth. It's just that, honestly, I'm afraid you'll take it the wrong way. All right. Look, the truth is, I set up a confidential data channel for a private investigator, someone who can run covert background checks on people, potential new recruits, like you.
You what?
I had to, Adam. You were a liability, remember? You'd just been fired from SWAT. Now, Megan believed in you, but I had to be sure. Look, I don't want this to come between us. I'll send the files to your computer. You can see for yourself what he dug up. But Adam, you'd better be sure.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes the past should stay in the past. Once you see that data, you can't unring the bell.
It's looking like these
When you're
choices are
ready,
going to work.
come back and talk to me. We need to discuss our next move.
So we got an extra 1,000 for Silver Tongue. And there's the trophy associated with it. Okay, then you need to talk to him again.
Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to Henshaw Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Adam. There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the Typhoon or with some other top-secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, it was redefining what it means to be human. This company, Seraph Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam. But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.
Okay, there we go. Another Praxis. We have 4 points available. We got a bunch available now. So out we go. We need to head to our office. This is important. You need to head to your office, Jensen's office, before you leave for China. Otherwise, some endings will be blocked for you. So let's head on down there and we'll read up the emails. This is going down. Also note that once you go to China, that's the point of no return. So you cannot do anything that's left over here. So let's go in real quick and check our computer, not the security hub. So you can read these kind of on your own. So there you go. Got all those read. You can see it's a bunch about
Athena tells
stuff
me you
about his
spoke to Sarah.
parentage.
Did he happen to tell you why he made us look like idiots?
I'm handling it.
You can imagine how relieved I am to hear that. I'll tell you what. While you follow any lead Sarif spoon feeds you, I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place and backtrace that signal.
That's your pride talking. Still, get back to me if you find something.
You meant when.
Pretty sure I didn't.
Okay, there you go. We got a new code for one of the rooms. Which was room 30, which is right here, which we've already been in. That's what the code it gave. We already hacked all a bunch of stuff, as you saw. Credit chip we left behind from the first time we were rummaging around in here. All right. So what we're going to do real quick, let me see. We need to sell off a bunch of this stuff we're carrying around from the last mission. So out to Detroit City we go. And so if you have anything extra, you want to do it, we can, there's a couple places you can sell it to Sarat if you want, or you can sell it to the guy that's closer, the little arms dealer dude, which is where we're going. And then we can stop by the limb factory to see if they have any other Praxis kits, but we should have bought them all already. We're just going to take a quick stop in because we want to take every opportunity.
What'll it be?
To get all the upgrades we can sell. So revolver ammo, we have 4 of those. Darts we want to keep, stun gun. Combat rifle. Shotgun. Sniper rifle, so a whole bunch of stuff there. But we picked this up, but I didn't take a look at it last time, so you can temporary health. Shouldn't need it, so we're just going to go ahead and sell it. Combat rifle we can sell. Not selling the pistol because we're still working on it. MP and concussion grenades, and we have laser targeting system. We can sell that one as well. We'll sell the grenades. And you can see 13,000 credits now. We'll check the buy side. There's probably not going to be anything we need over here. Upgrade for the shotgun. We'll buy this one because we can use it for...
Be sure to tell all your friends. Just not the cops.
So let's pop into the inventory. Continue to upgrade the pistol every opportunity we have. The facility should be down this way. There it is, limb. And we'll see if they have any Praxis kits. I doubt it because we've already bought 2 from these guys already, I believe.
Welcome to Lim International. Would you say the police were overly violent?
Overly violent? I don't know. The crowd was getting pretty hostile.
Will you be purchasing anything today?
So let's see what they have. Typhoon and nothing really that can help us.
Well, maybe next time. See you then.
just as I thought. Back out to Detroit. We have our 4 upgrades. That we can do. So we head around the corner here, going back so that we can get on the helicopter. You have some choices, obviously, of what you can pick for the upgrade you want to have. We'll go inside and then we'll get busy with it. And we'll take a look at some options. Again, anything for stealth, anything for hacking are good. We probably should get busy with getting turrets and cameras on and offline. The upgrades to strengthen your arm so you can pick up heavier items or punch holes in the wall is useful as well. So here we are in the front door. Helipad's out here, so that's where we're gonna go. Not through there.
Dinner tonight. I must head to Utah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do a quick save here. You might want to at this point too, if you've been following along and you have the amount of upgrades available to you that I do, in case you don't like what you've picked. But I've been keeping you in line with where we're at pretty much. So you should be good. So we can go over here and I don't think we need the radar system. Stealth enhancer. Noise of travel, last known locations, cones of visions. You can track targets. Stealth, if we can pick the last one here, decreases the chances of detection. So right now we're 30%, it reduces another 15%. That's pretty good. On the fortified ones, there's not really anything else we need to do. At least that's my advice. There's nothing I do on these, the hacking analyze, because you can find that out already. On the capture, this is where we can grab the turrets. And then if you go again, then you can get robots. But the thing is, if you kill with the turrets, it counts as you killing and you can't get the pacify. So right now we can control the cameras. And if we go here, it allows us to hack level 5 terminals. So there's a couple we could use that we've come across already. Hacking level 5. And this one over here, decreasing chance of detection. So from here we can also speed up the energy recharge, which is pretty decent. You can gain another energy cell, which is good as well. This allows you to be immune from toxic gas and grenades, which we could have used in the boss fight, but we didn't really need it. It can sprint longer and can sprint longer. We don't do any sprinting. I don't do any sprinting, so it doesn't really matter. We're not doing Typhoon because we're not trying to kill people. On the arms, as I mentioned, you can punch through walls with this one, which is good. Recoil compensation isn't really helpful at all. This one is good as well. You can move heavier items and you can increase your inventory by more slots. That one's decent too. You sell a lot of stuff, make a lot of money. Okay, on the leg enhancements, once you pick this, you get the jump enhancement. You can jump higher, you can sprint faster, and you can run and walk silently, which is pretty cool. Then you can sprint silently, and last of all, you can jump and land in silence. So these are pretty good. So this one you get three upgrades for your 2 praxis points. Thermal armor, you shouldn't be getting shot in the first place. Cloaking system, you can make it last 7 seconds per energy cell. The Icarus system, we're going to grab that one later on, so we want to save 2 points for it. And then there's the eye augmentation, which there isn't really anything here I would want to use. So you can grab the legs for 2. It allows you to, let's go back in here. You can jump higher, you can sprint faster, and you can run and walk silently. This is a pretty good one. And since we're working on hacking, I'm going to take this one right here. So that one's fully done. And then the other thing you might want to do is go to 5, but we're not going to 5 yet. And there's the trophy for Transhumanist, because we fully completed one of the augment trees. So that goes along with the Yes Boss trophy we earned earlier. So we're doing pretty good. And on this one, we're gonna move and throw heavier objects. I'm gonna take this one. And while we're at it, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the Icarus one now. And there we go. Okay, so with all that said and done, let's head on out. We'll talk to Farida.
Hey, Jensen. The boss said you were on your way. You're gonna love Hengsha.
You've been there?
Used to live there. I spent 3, maybe 4 years working in the upper city, and most of my nights having fun in the lower one. You ready to go?
We're ready.
I thought I was. How long is this gonna take, Malik?
You mean the flight or the fun afterward? Don't worry, we'll be there before you know it. Climb in.
Okay, there we go. So again, thank you for following along. This is, like I mentioned, this is going to be a short video. When we land in Hengsha, I will start another video for you guys for that walkthrough as well, because there's a lot to do in that one. The other thing, if you have the money left over like we did, is you should, just a note, you're going to need 5,000 credits for an achievement in Hengsha, and also 2,000 credits for a bribe. It is possible to get the bribe money back if you're careful, in which case you really only need 3 credits for the achievement, because then you can add it to the 2K from the bribe to get your 5K and be done. But if you're like us and have 13K, then you're well in good shape to have enough money to do what you need to, enough credits to do what you need to do.
Jensen, you might want to get ready.
Let this
the
play
jewel
through.
of the Yangtze approaches.
Don't forget to friend and follow us on Twitch. Much appreciated.
You're supposed to find answers in that.
Hey, twice the scum and half the space. Hang on, we're going in.
And if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the like video if you're getting something out of this, learning how to do things. The walkthrough's working for you, and subscribe to the channel, because I'll continue to supply this good information for you.
It's the kind of thing I'd do to an enemy. You want my advice? Just find out who lives there and get out.
So we go, landed. And you'll all be safe out there. And I'll catch you on the next episode.